Hi dancers, and welcome to a little pre-pointe video. I'm going to show you just a few exercises and stretches, little strengthening combos that you can do to keep up whatever pre-pointe or point work that you have been working on. So I'm going to start with a tennis ball. And you can use anything here. You could even use like a frozen water bottle if that sounds good. We're just going to roll out the bottoms of our feet here first. So I'm going to bring that tennis ball down. Just put a little bit of pressure, just kind of waking up the bottoms of the feet. You can give it a little roll. You can take that tennis ball more to your toes. You can think about spreading your toes out on that tennis ball. Again, just waking up the bottoms of the feet, kind of stretching out, working through some of that fascia. And then we'll go ahead and switch to the other side. I'm doing this a little quickly, so if you want to pause the video and take a little more time with that tennis ball, you can. Again, maybe under the toes just a little bit. The arches can work more towards your heel. As much pressure or as little pressure as you would like, whatever feels best for the bottoms of your feet. I'm gonna work a little bit more towards the inside of my arch as well. And then once you kind of worked out the feet with your tennis ball, you can set that guy to the side. And then I'm going to come on down to a little kneeling position. Most of you are probably familiar with this stretch. So you're going to tuck your toes under and then rest your seat back onto your heels. And I'm going to pull my pinky toes out just a little bit because they get kind of curled under. So again, just a nice stretch for the bottoms of the feet. And it works all the way up through the backs of the legs as well. Even if we're not feeling that part quite as much, it's still good for the calves and up into the hamstrings. If it becomes too much or if it feels too overwhelming, you can pitch your body forward a little bit, put your fingers on the floor, and put your hands on the floor. Otherwise, try to keep your chest back. And then we'll stay here for just a little bit longer. Just take some time. If it becomes too overwhelming or it starts to feel a little bit painful, you can come out of it completely, okay? A little bit of discomfort is okay. It will be uncomfortable, but we don't want it to be excruciating, right? Or super painful. Just a little bit longer, and I'm even going to tuck my chin in towards my chest. Maybe just get a little stretch for the back of my neck, open my chest. And then we'll make our way out of that stretch. Just coming back up to a little standing position. You can kind of circle the ankles, roll them out, that like little wiggle, just bring some movement back into the foot and ankle. And if you have a theraband at home, you can work through some theraband exercises as well. I'll try to put together a little PDF or a list up in our Google Classroom of some theraband exercises that you can do. Otherwise, you're going to find a sturdy surface. You can use a chair, wall, countertop, whatever you have available to you. And we're going to move through a little 3-part warm-up series that we traditionally do in our pre-pointe class, okay? So we start with a little half press, full stretch, half and down. So I'm working to a demi-pointe, a full point. Notice that I'm not pushing into my foot though, just hovering those toes above the floor, half and down. So we just do that right, left, for a little while. The second part of this is a toe tap, right? So I'm gonna pull my toe up towards my shin without sticking my seat back. So I want to keep my shoulders above my hips, and I'm alternating these toe taps right and left just to wake up the fronts of my shins. And then we do, I believe 8 toe taps, and then we have elevate, straight leg, up and down, 8 times. Then we do those toe taps again and elevates again. Then we finish with part 3 is a little forced arch releve. So I plie, lift my heels, forced arch. Try to keep my heels lifted as I straighten my legs, lower my heels down. So we do a few of those in parallel, and then we do a few of them turned out in first. And that's our 3-part series. So as I work through this, I'm actually going to turn myself facing my fireplace so that you can follow along with me from that angle. next sequence is a plie releve, plie stretch. Okay, so we start in first, pretty simple, heels together, toes apart. We plie, releve, rise, plie, straight legs. We do that 7 times, and then we tendu out to a second position. We'll repeat that same thing 7 times, and then tendu, close back to first. It's pretty simple, right? Heels coming forward and together. Every time you plie, you want your heels all the way down. And as you're working your releve, we want to make sure that our shoulders stay above our hips. So we're also thinking about core control here as well as maintaining our turnout. Okay, so you'll get to your bar spot, find a first position, and we'll get right into our plie releves. We've done our plie releves on 2 legs, we're going to work a similar combination, but on a single leg. So I'm going to start on my right with a coupe derriere in the back, heel touching, toes pulling back, still thinking about my turnout and being really stacked on that working leg, okay? So now it'll be a fondue releve, 7 times on the right, then we'll switch to the left 7 times, and we'll finish in a first position. We'll wrap up our pre-pointe point work with some eleves, okay, and a little bit of piqué work as well. Remembering that eleves are with straight legs, baiser, straight legs going down as well. So I'm going to start in a first position, and then we'll brush, fondue that right leg to the side, piqué up to coupe, baiser down, fondue, piqué, rolling down, fondue, piqué, rolling down, fondue, piqué, rolling down and coming to first. And then we'll hit some eleves in that first position and finish with a little balance at the end. Finish with just a really brief stretch. Let's start with a calf stretch. So our heel goes back, front knee is bent, chest can be up or a little forward if you would like. And then grabbing your foot, pulling your heel towards your seat. Flexing that heel forward. Take a little fondue. Hinging forward, you can grab your toes, pull towards your shin. Other side. Heel to our seat, chin lifted, tailbone forward, right? So make sure that we're not swaying or sinking in the lower back. Fondue flex forward, grab your toes, take a little pull towards your shin. So remember, before doing this video, give yourself some time to warm up your feet. You can work through those theraband exercises, grab a tennis ball, do what you need to do to make sure that your body is ready. And then once you finish this video, take a little bit of time to stretch out the bottoms of the feet, right, your calves, the tops of your feet, your shins, and whatever else your body needs. And keep your eyes out for some more videos. Thanks, dancers.